Sounds good.
Hey everybody, hello daGama community. Welcome to our third broadcast. Today we've got here Mike Poluda, the CEO of AI Worlds,
Yes.
Stanislav Poleheshko, SM Team Lead from Reality Rush, and Michael Telera, Head of Business Development and founding partner of Leica. Guys, I would like to take a moment to welcome you to our broadcast. Thank you so much for being here. And I'd like to give you a couple of words about your projects so you can get acquainted with our community. Let's start off with Mike from AI Worlds.
Yeah, hey guys. Thank you for having me. Thanks for invitation. AI Worlds is the AI-based game allowing you to become the main hero of your favorite universes like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and the others, guided by AI. So we're doing it on the quite a while basis of our partnership with Microsoft. We get the access to the latest models. We kind of orchestrate to achieve our results. And happy to tell you more a little bit later.
That's great, Mike. Thank you so much for a short intro. Let's jump onto Stan from Reality Meta.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for inviting me here. It's nice to be here. So shortly, I'm from Reality Metaverse. We're creating an ecosystem where we're connecting games, token, and NFTs. And today I was invited as a guest from Reality Rush. Actually, it's our Telegram game, which is first city builder. I guess I will talk a bit more about it today, but if shortly, I think it will be enough.
Thank you, Stan. Welcome to our broadcast. Michael, your turn. Your mic is off.
Thanks, mate. Mike is fine. Also, happy to be here, man. Appreciate the invite. Nice to get a chance to sit down and chat with the other guys here as well, with Mike and Stan. Leica is one of the projects which I'm involved with. Leica.org. Check it out. I guess kind of relevant to today and what we're talking about in terms of meme coins and also gaming as well. Leica sort of started out as a pretty simplistic idea as a way to build a community. So the concept we came up with was Leica, which was the first living animal, first living creature to orbit Earth back in '57. So we created a narrative to basically continue that story and continue that journey. We built a pretty big community, 50, 60,000 people before we launched the token. That's worldwide, Asia, Central Asia, South America, etc. These places. And there's been a whole bunch of products that have come out with it. Obviously, there's the Leica staking program. There's the Leica wallet, which is available on Google Store and also on App Store as well. We have the Leica Metaverse. We have the Leica Games. We have a merchandising division, which is pumping out co-branded products like energy drinks. We have an alcoholic beverage, which is coming out as well, some merchandise, things like that. And there's a layer one blockchain as part of it as well. So it's a big long-term project. There's my 10 seconds on what Leica is. So it's all encompassing and it's been a lot of fun. Huge community, which is good.
Sounds great. Sounds exciting, guys. So let's jump into the first question of our broadcast today. So why are meme coins becoming popular, and what is the primary purpose of these meme coin projects, and how important is the community support for their success? I mean, from my side, the meme coins, they've got that viral appeal. They often capitalize on internet culture, humor, and trends, making them easily shareable and relatable. Typically have low entry barriers. They mostly allow even small investors to participate, which enhances their appeal. Guys, who would like to take on the first word? What are your thoughts?
I think there's probably no wrong answer as to why you think they're popular. I mean, it's for all the reasons you said. I mean, depending on which angle you're coming from, and the guys obviously will have their view as well. But I think for all the reasons, the low barriers to entry, the possibility for the upside, the fact that they do often tap into some sort of common narrative that is happening globally, whether it's some sort of sentiment or pop culture reference, whatever it might be. So I think it's for all those reasons, as you're saying. I think there's probably, pick a number out of a hat, and I think it's a legitimate reason as to adding to why the popularity. Plus, also too, there's two more elements. There's the human nature side, right? So there's the lottery element as well. People want to, can we put $100 and turn it into 1,000, or could we put 1,000 and turn it into 1,000,000? There's always this element as well, which is what people tap into. And then as well, we are seeing some really good projects coming out off the back of that, which are really building the community, as they say. So, from my point of view, I think it's for all those reasons. I mean, the guys probably have maybe a differing view, or maybe want to get a bit more specific.
Yeah, Michael, you used all arguments, Actually, yeah. Actually, I wanted.
That's why I kept it broad. So if you want to get more specific,
Actually, yes, you are right. It is a lottery. It is a hazard which all of us has. Everyone want to get, I don't know, 1,000x, maybe 1,000,000x. All of us, we saw some Memecoins which in one day became the most popular, most tradable coins in the world. So, yep, I think everyone wants something like this, but real world a bit other. And unfortunately, we're in a different situation. I guess, Memecoin is very nice because you can develop project based on Memecoin, but I'm not sure about long term here. Because people came here, as we said, for the lottery. But what happened next, it's an interesting aspect for me because, one point it is short term, another point is long term. So I think it's aspect for the next question.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you guys. Technically, memes are super easy to share, super easy to follow, and hundreds and even thousands of memes are being launched every day on, let's say, Pump Fund, right, on Solana. Tons of people are working in that space, launching that memes. As soon as something fun is happening in the industry, let's say just that hack to a meme, yeah? Next second, maybe next minute, new meme approaches, new memes started to raise the funds and getting popular on the Pump Fund, getting popular on other platforms. So it's cool. If you're talking about the big memes, they're gonna be kind of blue chips in the meme space. I guess guys spent quite a lot of efforts, funds, and time to make them so popular, right? So it's not that easy to create a new Pepper, right? Or new whiff, or whatever. So right now, it started from Doge, a long time ago. Then there was Shiba, then there were others, but people didn't see meme coins as something so easy to launch as today, right? Probably due to the lack of the infrastructure, maybe for other reasons. But right now, obviously, tons of meme coins are being created every day. Previously, we knew only about the Doge and Shiba. Maybe Floki. Yeah, they were just appearing one by one. So I guess it's more about the pop culture. It's more about supporting something fun in the internet, meme culture, and the guys who is interested to buy something which is just named funny. Because tons of people in US, in Europe, other countries, they're just buying something that sounds funny and looks funny. Yeah, I guess this industry works only due to them for now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting that you've actually mentioned the Pump Fund platform on Solana, and I came across an article the other day that I think more than 1.5 million tokens was launched on that platform, and 99% of them actually die because of the rug and pull scenario. And obviously, a lot of meme coins right now that are, sort of everyone talks about them, such as Floki, Shiba Inu, Pepe. There were a couple of other ones that were launched in the last couple of months, like Beer Token, Time Token as well. Have you guys been active participants in any of those? And if yes, what was your experience like?
Yeah, I had some some exposure to some of those that you were talking about. To be honest, the experience hasn't been great, and I think that's probably across the board because I think, when you talk about, you guys were saying, for example, I think it was Mike you touched on as well about, there's a lot of tokens that are being launched, and a lot of them are just rug pulls, right? People just want to go in, make a quick buck, get out, whether it's 100 grand or a million or 10 million, whatever it might be. So these aren't real businesses that are set up operationally to be able to, successfully facilitate or execute the launch of a meme coin, for example. Whether it be from a financial standpoint, from tracking it, from an administration standpoint, from distribution of tokens, etc., whatever it might be. A lot of these, they're late, for example, in distributing tokens to people who got in on pre-sales and things like this. So a lot of those issues from some of those tokens that came up because the guys just weren't necessarily set up, properly to do that. That's one of the things that we try to differentiate ourselves with, in particular with Leica is, the administration and the operation side of things. I think, a lot of people pretty much get caught up on the creativity side of things, which of course is extremely important, and, developing the narrative and the marketing and the engagement, all those sort of things, which is fantastic. But if there's nothing behind it to actually support the delivery and execution, well, it's just going to fail, and community is going to get unhappy, and people are going to leave the project. And I think, the most important thing is the community for the survival of a project. Going back to what Stan was saying about transitioning from something which is short-term to long-term, having that community is key to being a long-term project because they're the ones who are going to support it and maintain it, interact with it and engage with it. So, I think, but I think the industry is getting smarter and better. I mean, that's, you're talking about something which is still quite young. Meme coins aren't new, of course, but this whole, it's like any production line. Right? Whether you're making cars, you're pumping out memes, there needs to be some sort of operational structure in place in order to make sure everyone is happy and you're delivering on what you can. That's what I see it.
No, absolutely. I agree with you on that one. And specifically, what I wanted to talk about in more detail regarding meme coins. Obviously, this is not a financial advice. This is just us sharing with our communities our knowledge and our experience.
Of course.
How do you find out about these projects at early stages? Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to ride the wave and enter early on and exit when you get 5, 10, 15 X's or even more, what is the best platform or what is the credible resource that you guys would look for when deciding to participate in a certain meme project? What do you specifically look for? What are the red flags, for instance?
I'll leave it to you guys if you want to answer that, or I can jump in again. I don't want to talk the whole time, so.
Yeah, Stan, please. I guess it's like your turn, right?
Yep, no worries. I just, sorry, our game has been launched a few days ago, so I'm receiving tons of messages, and I'm just trying to hear Michael and to read it at the same time. So it's a bit hard. Yeah, actually, about Memecoin and how to choose project on early stage. I think if I will answer this question right, I'm supposed to be a millionaire because it's things that in which everyone is interested. How to find this project which will make 100, 1000x for you. I guess there are a couple of points. It is for sure strong white paper, strong tokenomics. It is for sure a strong team. And it is background. Very often when I try to find for the project, a few things that I'm checking, it's 3 of them I named. Okay, I guess, yeah, maybe Michael, you will add a couple of things more which you can identify as a good project.
Okay, I'll add a few points for sure. I guess the biggest thing here is just the goodwill of the team, because if we're talking about the meme coins, it's just projects popping up from nowhere and just proposing you to purchase something which is not backed by nothing. Yeah, so anytime it can be rug pull, and anytime it can be, any amount of tokens released, and so on. So that's why it's that much complicated to analyze and choose the proper meme coins. But for me, like the only way you're able to protect from the team influence is very rare cases. So it's just when the liquidity on the DEXs are locked. Yeah, you can check it via some kind of a DEX tools or whatever. And if the overall distribution of the tokens is small for now and can't be increased drastically by the team. So that's why you need to know how to read the smart contracts of the tokens launched and so on. Like 99% of the people just do not care about that stuff. So that's why they just invest in something they like, right? And probably that's the biggest amount of fun from the industry, that you invest in some cool picks or whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure people are willing to understand it that much. So probably all of this just live due to the fun component of investing in meme tokens. You're able to lose everything, or you're able to get some kind of a 2, 3, 5x, 10x, like whatever afterwards. And this element of gambling is probably the overall root of the industry. Of course, afterwards, if team hasn't done like the rug pull, if community became good enough, if like a lot of things came up properly, it may become a good project, or kind of at least decently launched project, having some kind of a trust within. Yeah, but from the very, very beginning, I guess it's almost impossible to identify new Peppa or new whiff without knowledge. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
internal
you're
knowledge.
right. It's mostly, as you said, it's mostly a lottery, right? For projects that have got nothing behind it. The only other thing to add to that, I mean, as you said, it's a lottery. People can afford to lose $10, $100, whatever they might bet to win big. That's great. For anything more substantial than that, for people that are, seriously, investing and looking at these projects, just have a look and see. I mean, all the things that both Stan and Mike have said already. But then, in addition to that, what are the products that are available around the project itself? What's been delivered so far? These are things to understand whether it's something which is short term or something which is being built long term. And what's very important is the size of the community, and equally, and if not more important, the engagement within that community, both ways. Is it a real community? Do they really have, initiatives? Is there, the RWA element, all these things? These are the things that I would look for to determine at least what, going back to Stan's point, and what Mike was saying as well, as to whether there's something behind it or not. Is this a short-term thing, or is it a long-term thing? I look at the products, and then I have a look and see about the community as well. But really, as you say, there's always an element of risk, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, as you guys rightly mentioned, it is, you can describe it as gambling. So guys, everyone in our community, it's all fun and games, but you've got to be careful with your risk management and never invest something that you can't afford to lose. So I think that this is the key part of all this. If we were to summarize the whole topic of meme coins, obviously the popularity factors, they will be that, as we've mentioned, meme tokens, they capitalize on humor, internet culture. They're easily shareable and relatable, typically have low barriers to entry. There is potential for high returns that makes it attractive for investors that look for quick gains. And that also is part that contributes to their popularity. These tokens are often created to build and strengthen online communities. serving as a playground for testing new concepts in blockchain and crypto. The driving force and the success of meme tokens heavily relies on the strength and enthusiasm of their community. Long-term viability is often tied to continuous engagement and support, as we've seen with top dog meme tokens like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and we can probably put Pepe and Floki in that tier as well. I suggest we jump into the second question of our discussion. How is AI being integrated into the crypto space? What potential impacts could it have on projects, products, and trading strategies? What are your thoughts?
Okay, cool. Well, let me start here because I mean AI is something I'm really worried about in the space, to be honest. Because I mean opportunities that can be brought, that are brought already by AI, are kind of limitless. In terms of you're able to apply it to trading strategies, you're able to apply it to project generation, game generation, community management. There are quite a lot of applications, and same as the classic Web2 world, Web3 world will be also highly influenced, I'd say, by AI methods and AI integration in the next few years. That's for sure. The thing is that for now, we have quite a lot of the projects in the space that kind of plan to implement AI, or say they're implementing AI, but nobody really cares about the product side of the things. Because, for example, ideas may be super perfect, but as a person who worked quite a while with the machine learning, computer vision, a little bit of AI, language models, I can state that vast majority of the things that are pretended to be AI, even for now, when AI is so open and so available, they're still far from AI. Yeah, it's still like something like these memes or fun pictures when it's like AI is on the mask, but below the mask there is just if else programming stuff. Just simple things that just do one thing in one condition, the second thing in another condition. That's it. Like no AI is actually beyond that. So I really hope that we will have quite huge and successful integration in this space. Personally, I'm looking for some kind of a AI support in trading, which may be done in different ways. Obviously, I mean, it's kind of connected with the previous question. A lot of meme coin guys are going to implement some kind of automated traction for AI to kind of try to track all the Pump Fund and other platforms by the specific triggers that will mark projects as the interesting and not interesting for them. That's obviously one of the things. Trading strategies, second thing. Gaming, obviously, same as Web 2 and Web 3 will be applied, will be affected by AI. What I am lacking is some kind of an AI assistant or something which is becoming truly popular within big players like Microsoft, Samsung, Apple. They're just starting with implementing this AI stuff that can be truly engaged and integrated into your everyday life. That's gonna be definitely big, and I think that in like 3 or 5 years, we will all use that instead of just making simple actions or like planning or whatever. And a lot of things will be involved. Yeah.
I guess Mike knows the most here from four of us. But yeah, you also were right. AI now it's hot topic I'm not sure. Maybe some hype is finishing actually right now, because we see some movement to the Telegram, to the Tone blockchain. But yes, AI, it's amazing, and I'm very happy that we have it right now. It is a great tool. It's a great assistant, which I guess each of us here is using it in a normal life, because it helps us to shorten some tasks. But what will happen in future? It is even more exciting, because now we can use AI to improve way in which we develop technology, right? So if we take a look on Reality Metaverse and our NFTs, we have 3D models which were created by a human manually, and as I know, we spent really a lot of time on it. And now we have AI, which can actually do, for example, 3D model based on the image. It's something that's really exciting, and what I'm waiting for, and what I'm really happy to have right now. So yeah, Michael, maybe you have something to add here.
Oh, look, I think you guys, I mean, you're probably more well-versed than I am. And I look at it more, I mean, I can give you my perspective from a holistic standpoint. You know, when you talk about, you know, how is it being integrated, or what can it be? I mean, how long is a piece of string? I think when it comes to AI, we're not going to know what the limit is until that one fateful day that someone turns to a colleague in a laboratory and says, oops, and then we're going to know what the limit of the potential is, right? You know, so how that's going to impact, I mean, many ways. You know, Mike's talking about, you know, some of the functionality side of things in terms of trading, obviously anything to do with analytics, assessment of such, execution. Of course, AI is only going to help, you know, make it more efficient, more secure. You know, I think from a security standpoint as well. And then, of course, you've got the behavioral side of things as well from your customers. So I think the you know, the possibilities, as I understand it, and you know, as someone whose first understanding of AI was Skynet in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. You know, I think the possibilities are pretty endless. You know, I think it's pretty exciting too.
Sure. You know, it feels like a lot of projects nowadays, they're trying to put and implement AI in whatever way they can, simply because it seems like it's a new narrative, a new trend in today's market.
Yep.
And I mean, there are projects that done, you know, extremely well, like OpenAI or Fetch AI, that they've gotten a lot of hype, and as a result, the token price of their, you know, projects has significantly increased. I can tell you guys, for instance, what we are doing in daGama and how we are using AI. So our application utilizes AI Vasco algorithm. So it's like an assistant that helps analyze user behavior, and as a result, recommends ideal destinations that match your mood and preferences, such as it could be perfect spot for dates, leisure, and more. For the business, AI Vasco provides enhanced visibility by targeting potential customers who are more likely to enjoy their offerings, resulting in increased customer satisfaction and loyalty. The advanced multi-level anti-fake system ensures that only genuine reviews influence these recommendations, boosting trust and credibility for high-quality businesses. So AI-driven business recommendations actually help business improve service and hence customer engagement.
Awesome. Next up is Skynet, huh?
So what about, I would like to touch more on the trading strategies. A couple of weeks ago, I came across on Binance, there's this AI trading bot that you can do copy trading for. I personally have not been using the AI bot, because I'm more of a spot trading guy. I don't jump into futures and all that stuff, although you can still use that for the spot trading. But have you come across those AI trading strategies? Have any of you guys used them? And what were the results, if you don't mind me asking?
I haven't had any experience with it, so I'm probably not the right person to jump in there. Besides what I've seen, externally, but I haven't done any or used any myself. So maybe the guys want to jump in.
Question is very good. I also haven't used it. Answer is easy, Gabriel. I have the same strategy as you. I'm a spot trader. I tried a couple of times futures, but I too much hazard guy, so I just put 100x leverage and lost all my money. So it's not for sure for me. So like long-term investments, it's my way in the crypto. But today we started from Memecoin and how fastly it becomes popular and what is the reason and how to identify it. And we got the conclusions that it's really a hard task and none of us can do it with 100% sure about it. So I think, it is good way to analyze someone or your trading strategy to maybe change some mistake to correct them, but still it's not like a game changer to gain 100x from your budget in 1 week. It's just a tool which can help you to avoid repeating your mistakes from the past and maybe to analyze someone. It's more interesting, but I think on the Binance, unfortunately, you can't analyze someone strategy of trading. On the block, on the chain side, you can't try, but still it is other topic. So my opinion like this. Maybe Mike, what do you think about it?
I mean, definitely do not plan to buy many technologies from Binance for sure here, because I mean, guys, they're doing their job. I think they are offering like quite cool experience. The thing is about the AI that we and like everyone, we used to forget what are the actual breakthroughs in AI. Like actual breakthrough we achieved by OpenAI and others are breakthroughs in language models. Understanding of the written text, opportunity to form the answers, all of that stuff. It's all the some kind of work with the text. So that's why like these language models success are not like, probably from my point of view and from my knowledge, cannot be properly applied to other fields. So I'm talking that analytics of the big data, of the charts, of the other stuff is pretty same as it were before OpenAI came through. So like it may have been like some kind of a small boost, but it's not that huge. So that's why actually in AI worlds we still work with the text. That's why we still work with the storyline instead of trying to make it all like visual and cool for the experience for our users. So we allow people to dive deeper in their favorite universes. For example, I personally like The Witcher. And when I dive deeper, AI can create the adventure for you. AI knows the world. AI knows the the boundaries of that world. And it's really cool to discover that boundaries, understand how AI can like guide you through the universe, create some kind of adventures for you, how it can respond to your like custom requests and so on. But we still notice some mistakes with the math inside the AI. So for example, if your character like had 100 hit points, and that someone hit him for 10 hit points, AI sometimes struggle to calculate the difference and the amount of hit points left if it's just left completely to AI, and it's analyzing the text, and sometimes it understands that it's kind of 90 HP is left, but sometimes it does not really understand what's like that something was changed. So that's why I'm still very cheering for language model AI progress. But if you're talking about the application of AI in the math, in other fields, I'm still looking for like some kind of a bigger or new angles that probably will come true in the future.
That's a very interesting take, Mike. I would like to take it to a bit of a not a negative topic from the front of AI, but as a counter argument. I think AI personally is a great tool, and it can definitely make all of our lives better if utilized correctly. But what I feel like that could happen is a lot of people are starting to use AI for their work or for something that they would previously have to think thoroughly through and just use AI everywhere. And that sort of takes away the ability of certain individuals to actually use their brain properly, because a lot of people start to rely on AI everywhere. What do you think about that? Could that be a problem?
Yeah, I guess, Michael, if you'll start, it would be cool.
Well, as I said, I mean, yeah, I mean, is it a problem? I mean, at the end of the day, the narrative is hot, so that's what everyone wants to be a part of, wants to be involved. I mean, yeah, I think it does provide obviously opportunity for people to take advantage of that, or if we talk about specifically related to meme coins and crypto, etc., and things like that, and developing narratives, then yeah, absolutely it is. It's a double-edged sword, man. But at the same token, the upside is there. It's like anything. I mean, anything that's going to generate positivity, whether that be through economic benefits, efficiencies from an operational standpoint, whatever it might be in terms of AI. And the benefits that it can provide. I mean, I'm someone that's all for it, right? I'm not someone who thinks that they're going to take over and it's going to end the world. I mean, highly possibly could, but as I said, we're not going to know about it. Only the two guys in the lab are going to know about it. So, in the meantime,
absolutely,
use it for our benefit.
I mean, there are only two guarantees in life. It's taxes, and that we're all eventually going to pass away. So, but apart from that,
that's it, right? Death and taxes, right? As they say.
Yeah, exactly. Death and taxes. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, maybe the guys want to.
Should we jump?
Yeah. Okay. Definitely.
Yeah. Mike, Sam, if you've got something to add, please.
Absolutely. A few things about that. I mean, we have quite a lot of projects in the AI space, and we have quite a few new innovations that actually came up in the space. Yeah. So if you're talking about the innovation, that's, as I said, language models, and maybe some kind of a image, video generation, voice recognition, which is kind of close to the language models. Yeah, that can, let's say, illustrate something described in words. Yeah. So all the implementations of AI that I saw in the projects claiming about their AI, AI approach were exactly in these few things. So everything else is still in development, and like I never saw a product for now in AI projects. Maybe I just didn't notice that that have like some different angles of AI usage already implemented. Yeah, so that's why I mean I don't think it will be like some kind of a big danger or whatever from the from all of that stuff. Just we as the users and we as the maybe people as the investors or people as the participants should just understand what's behind. Yeah, what technology is behind, what product is behind, and keep and adjust their expectations to that. That's what I wanted to add. Stan,
I think just to add to that as well, when we talk about the possibility, and that's an interesting word, because AI at the moment, if you're selling AI, you're selling the possibility of something, right? Because we don't know what it can be yet. So anytime until the industry matures itself, and people understand, what the benefits are, what actually it's being used for, what it can be used for, what its limitations are, etc. There's always going to be people out there selling the promise, So it's unavoidable.
Indeed.
Absolutely. So overall, guys, to polish up this topic, is what we've agreed upon, that AI can provide deeper insights and predictive analytics, helping traders, investors, and not only them make informed decisions. It can offer personalized recommendations and services to users based on their preferences and behaviors. In terms of innovation, AI can drive analytics that can lead to the development of new financial products, increase the diversity of offerings in the crypto space and in general. And I think what's interesting is that now we're going to shift slightly to our final question of the discussion, is the tokenization of AAA game projects. Some say that it is considered a future market trend, and that's something that could happen in the foreseeable future. So what do you think, what would be the benefits that it could bring to the gaming industry?
Oh, I'm really waiting for that stuff, honestly, because most popular games in the Web3 space were built on the either play to earn model, or on, they were getting community based on the airdrop or any other incentives. And these things allowed them to build the games that were, let's say, not that perfect from the UI, from the design, from the graphics, experience and all of that stuff, just because people didn't care and they just wanted to get some free NFTs, free tokens or whatever, and then they just played this game. It's really great to see some of the games that are really trying to build the proper user experience, build the token utility, and make it all work all together. But for now, like from my own experience, there are not much of that type of games, and I'm really waiting, and I really appreciate that AAA game producers are coming into the space, because for them it's kind of a blue ocean, talking in the business terms, absolutely empty market of AAA games, and if they will be able to start working here, they will probably be able to conquer some additional audience, and the only barrier will be the opportunity for them to onboard both Web3 and Web2 audiences, because the experience should definitely be seamless. I investigated a little bit of my time in tracking the onboarding of the current most popular games, like Axie Infinity, Illuvium, others. And in the most of the cases, I was really shocked about that. In the most of the cases, you need to do more than 20 steps as a user to start playing the game. Do you imagine? It's super crazy. If you want to start playing Axie Infinity, you need to do that, install that app, scan QR code, sign this, do that. Crap. Guys, I just want to play. I'm just a regular Web2 guy, let's say, and I want to play this stuff. You can't make me, do all of these 20 steps to just, play something. So I really expect that AAA games will be able to resolve that onboarding stuff, onboarding experience. Obviously, sometimes it's connected to the legal parts and so on, but hopefully the whole industry, like legal, all of that stuff will be, more friendly, like more Web3 friendly. And based on that, AAA games will be able to make it work way better and way more seamless than for now. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I think it's still some way off. I mean, we've had a look at some opportunities in the past as well, and yeah, I mean, there's so many benefits in terms of user experience and interaction and communities and giving players ownership as well over the assets they may have in game and so on also. But I think what's going to determine that is what's making these huge publishers, which are getting smaller and smaller by the numbers as well, by the way, more money. This is what it comes down to. Is it a necessity for them to do that? Does it change their entire business model? Is it going to put them out of business? All these things. I mean, and then also too, from a technology standpoint, from a development standpoint, it's not that easy to just develop, for example, a game that can seamlessly link with this metaverse, or you can take a skin or a weapon from this game and go and plug and play into another game and so on. That's kind of where the industry needs to go in order for there to be some kind of ecosystem that will support the tokenization of these games. And until the industry comes together, because as you all know, it is quite decentralized, right? It's kind of almost an impossibility, right? You kind of end up just chasing your tail in circles. Does this fit with that? Have they built this in? What program have they built this in? Platform of that? What chain are they on, etc. There is still some complexities in terms of the execution, which I don't think have been ironed out yet. There's no industry standards, from graphics and things like that as well. So that also provides more complications. So I think it's still a few steps away until there are those elements of the infrastructure that's been put in place. And of course, does it make commercial sense? But that's my 2 cents on it.
Oh, okay, guys. I think it's the biggest question here. I can probably talk on it for a few hours. Gabriel, you said that it is a great marketing launch, and you're right. Like AAA IP, it is a great marketing booster for each game. Yep, I think each of us here want to have. I don't know what I have here. Assassin IP to make a crypto project, right? It's a great opportunity, but it's very hard. Why? Because as for now, crypto it's still young. And what about like reputation of crypto projects? Not most of, but a lot of most popular games was a scam. So reputation not really on our side, and that's why we need to create really good projects and to show that crypto, especially, it is very good. And crypto is good, and people can trust it, and then like big companies can go here, because it's understandable. Like Ubisoft will not want to give their IP to the world, to the crypto world, and then receive another additional scam and lose their company, right? So, I think as for the marketing, AAA, it's very important, and each of us want to have it because it helps a lot. But trustable project need to be behind it, and then more and more Web2 company will come to the decision to tokenize their project, to bring their user to the Web3. And also, one more thing that I wanted to mention here is that still we need to find a good technology. Some of you guys mentioned about 20 steps for the Axie Infinity. It was Mike, it was you, right? About 20 steps. But moreover, we need to confirm each transaction in MetaMask, right? Like, really?
No, it was not about the confirming even the transaction. It was just about logging in. It was so crazy.
About logging in, but I mean that I saw a really funny meme in the Twitter, in the X, how like some guy playing game, something like Assassin, and before each hit, MetaMask asked him to confirm transaction.
Yeah, I saw that as well. It's funny.
Yes, and that's how Web2 can see us, right? And that's also additional thing we need to fix. There are already a lot of decision on it, like to make game not on the chain, or some on-chain protocols that help to avoid it. And it's not a problem anymore, but still a lot of games is this problem. So it's a good way, and it's a good way for us AAA is nice, and let's hope that big companies as Ubisoft, EA will come here, because it will be huge hit for us to move Web3 sphere, to get more funds there, and give understanding to the world that yep, we need this technology and it's our future. Whew, I'm finished. Hopefully it was understandable, because I jumped from topic. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Very interesting take. Yeah, very interesting take. Guys, so to wrap up our podcast, once again, I would like to say a big thanks to all of you for joining, for taking out the time to engage in this interesting discussion. It was an honor to present you guys as our partners to daGama's community, and I truly hope that together we will help create more and more advantages to the crypto and to the real world, because obviously at the end of the day, what we're building it's aimed towards making life easier at the end of the day. And I feel like we are on the right track, definitely, and I want to wish you guys the best of luck with your projects. And from our side, we'll be supporting you guys. Obviously, we are partners, long-time partners. With some of you just started our partnership, but nevertheless, we treat all our partners the same, and we are hoping for a truly fruitful and long-term cooperation. It'd be a pleasure to have you back, and a big thank you to all of you.
Appreciate it. Gabriel, thanks very much for your time. Mike, Stan, lovely to sit here and talk to you guys as well. Great to get your insight too, which is fascinating too. So everyone else out there, check out Leica.org. Bunch of new stuff coming out. We've got a couple of challenges happening at the moment in the metaverse. We've got some new listings coming up. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So get engaged on the socials. Keep informed. Been a pleasure. Thanks very much, Gabriel.
Likewise. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Gabriel. I was happy to be here. Happy to catch up with you guys maybe on some other marketing activities, because we're actually getting prepared to the token launch. So we will probably do quite a lot of the Twitter spaces as well. So we'd be happy to see all of you over there.
Always.
Okay. I also want to say thank you, Michael and Mike. Thank you for answering the question with me. Your opinion was really nice. Gabriel, thank you for the amazing questions. All of them were really high quality, let's say like this. I really like them. I will be short. Guys, Reality Rush has been launched. Just go and try it. Thank you.
Perfect.
Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day to you all, and till we meet again.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.